right now, let's talk about the games that we are most excited with.
Yes, I have a list and you have a list. And do you want to start with the one that's on your screen?
I might as well load up a little Red Dead Redemption 2 because this is the thing that I've been spouting off and talking about. And I believe that Rockstar made the play to kind of move it into 2018 to get it away from the Zelda noise.
There's a lot of stuff going on in 2017. 2018 looks good, but it's a perfect place for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to this. And let me say, I'm not a fan of Westerns, like the old Western type of things. I like the good, the bad, and the ugly. I love the last Red Dead Redemption. It captured my imagination. An open world Western game, incredible.
Yeah, it was near the top for me of all time. And then, Zelda came out last year. So now I'm very curious to see how Rockstar has evolved their storytelling. We know we're going to do a lot of cool things, but what I'm most interested in is, am I going to care about these characters? Because I really cared about the characters in the first Red Dead.
Yes, absolutely.
So if I had to pick, that's my number one.
Is that your number one of the year?
That I am most excited for in 2018.
Even more than Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Spider-Man too, but give us a game, and I don't know if I have footage for everything that you've got. But
no, you certainly don't. I have so many games written down here.
Okay.
Let's start off with Dragon Ball FighterZ Z.
Okay, cool.
Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah.
The beta came out the other day. I was playing it with my wife, and we were just on the couch, and we were marveling. We just finished Dragon Ball Super.
You said Marvel.
What's that?
You said you're marveling in a Dragon Ball game.
I was marveling. It's an incredible game. And we just got through the Super Series on Crunchyroll. We're up to date.
Okay.
And so we're ready for the game. And as a fighting game...
Does it tie into the series a bit?
Yeah, there's characters from Super in this one as well.
Wow,
so
cool.
some of the God characters are in there.
Nice.
And a lot of fun. It's not a Street Fighter style game.
No.
It's a versus style fighting game. I had to relearn my way of playing this game. I did that all weekend. Loved it. I can't wait for this game.
It looks incredible.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I don't follow the show.
No, you don't.
I play these games when they send them to me, and I like them a lot, and I appreciate them. But it's what I see out of this one is just beautiful art, and it's going to move super fast.
And it's beautiful art, but the gameplay is incredible. Being able to teleport behind your opponent and kick them from behind, and launch your supers, and then bring in other characters to do combo attacks with you. Really brilliant.
Awesome.
Something to really look forward to.
I didn't put the trailer onto my laptop here, but I do have a trailer for Anthem, and I don't think we're getting to see very much. I didn't want to throw in tons of because they had this extended play demo that they showed us last year at E3, which was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah. It's actually, this game is, do we even know if this is out this year? We don't know 100%.
I suspect that they won't put it out this year. They have to get this right, and Anthem cannot disappoint. It cannot do Mass Effect Andromeda.
No.
It can't even do Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like it has to be important and work and be successful and make everybody happy. And most importantly, the shareholders at Electronic Arts.
I can't wait. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to sit down when we're in our different places and play this game together, explore this Avatar-esque world in these exoskeleton suits. Looks amazing.
It does look amazing, and I have faith. BioWare is.
I think so.
This is their A game. Casey Hudson is back running the studio now. He's an incredible dude. And I know those people over there. They're amazing people, and all they care about is making wonderful things. And Mass Effect Andromeda hurt them.
Okay, what is one of my other games here, Mike? I have so many games to go through. Let's just start off. I know you don't have a trailer for this, but Mega Man 11.
Okay, sweet.
Capcom kind of surprised us.
Yep.
We didn't see this one coming. It was the big anniversary, and we're like, okay, it's going to be another, trailer or something for something that we're not interested in. The announcement. Late 2018.
And it's coming out on everything, too.
Everything,
and
absolutely.
Like that game on the Switch is going to be perfection.
They're very satisfying, and it's by the creators of Mega Man, which is wonderful. So. Except for go into myself.
All right, well, I want to talk about God of War. This is the new, reimagined God of War, a little bit more sort of Norse stricken with some of the, or Norse influenced with some of the art style and the creatures and the enemies that we're going to be fighting, and also closer on the camera. It's been talked about as a little bit like a cross between what Naughty Dog has been doing with Last of Us and things, but
it really has that kind of feeling with the story, with the characters, how closely they're going to be together. And I'm really interested in this game. I'm a God of War fan. I think you're a crazy God of War fan.
I love God of War.
Yes.
And what I also love Cory Barlog, and I also love that this is a game that says, look, we need to go in a different direction because we can't just keep iterating on the exact same formula. We need to care about this character. He can't just be Angry Man that kills.
Just kills everybody. Yeah, swarm after swarm of enemies, which is a lot of fun. I think this is going to bring a lot more heart to the series.
I mean, just introducing the fact that he's a father. I am totally psyched about the new God of War. I can't wait for this thing. Sony could have a phenomenal year, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Especially with Spider-Man. Let's just bring up Spider-Man.
That's my number 4, actually. This is the Insomniac version of Spider-Man, and I can't think of a better studio. I mean, I was convinced that it was going to be Sucker Punch. We're going to talk about a Sucker Punch game in a bit here. Yeah, but I was convinced it was going to be Sucker Punch, then it turns out to be Insomniac, and then when you think about all of the ways that they've been able to have characters navigate through their worlds, they're perfect for this. They have so much experience and so much talent at that studio. I cannot wait for Spider-Man.
I got something to admit. I'm not a huge fan of superhero games, but this game, no pun intended, made me a believer.
Yeah.
I saw and I was like, look at, like, you really are in control of Spider-Man. You can web a guy, jump back into the shadows, do like aerial combat, just like this stuff, and swing down your web, knock the guy there, and then all of a sudden, just boom, like web shoot there, and I can't even wrap my head around the gameplay in this. Look at all the different kinds of stuff you can do. Have you played this game?
No, they've shown it behind closed doors, and they've played it in real time. And I've had some of those demos. I'm hoping that we get invited down to an event at Insomniac. I've known those guys forever, so I keep sort of pinging them every once. I don't want to bug them too much. But the thing about Spider-Man is that there's been a great series of Spider-Man games over the years, so they really have to make this special because it's fun to just play this guy that can swing and run and flip in almost all of the games that he's been out in. There's so many good ones.
And the gameplay looks like organized chaos. And I can't wait to find out how you really do play this game.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So that's a big one on my list. That's number 4 on my personal list.
Here's a big one for me, and I don't know if this is coming out this year. They haven't announced it. Dragon Quest XI.
Okay.
I am a huge Dragon Quest fan. This is the 11th game in the series now. They haven't announced it. I'm hoping this year, hopefully in the next few months, or are they going to wait for E3?
What's different about this one?
This game is full high definition on the PS4. And you get to ride a horse. I think everybody's allowing you to ride horses now. They saw how well that worked in Red Dead Redemption and in Breath of the Wild. You can do that here.
Yeah.
I played the Japanese version of this game. You can control your characters a lot more. There's a lot more exploration. You can kind of sneak around corners, around from enemies. You can surprise enemies by...
Oh, so it's not random battles?
There is random battles, but you can control your character within those random battles.
Okay.
So all of a sudden you'll be running up, you'll see the enemy, combat will start, and then you can run around and try to surprise your opponent, or they surprise you.
Well, I love the 3DS remake of Dragon Quest VIII. Was that
what
I just
that was 8.
You know all the numbers now.
7 and 8 were remade.
I love that. I was really impressed with that
really good game.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's saying to me, where's a good place to start? Start with 11. Start with 8 or 11. It's a good choice.
So 11 is a remake?
No, 11 is brand new. It's a brand new one in the franchise coming out. We just don't know when it's coming out.
I'm adding that to my list now. I have like 21 and he's got 14, so we're trying to get through these as quickly as we can. Crackdown 3 was delayed, and we all know that. It's kind of unfortunate because the Xbox One X has launched. It's an amazing platform, and it deserves some incredible software. Hopefully this delivers. I think it's a good sign that they said, look, we're going to push this back. And Terry Crews is in this. And I think he's in the game, too, but they've got him in this live action stuff in here. This is part of their
I've never played this series at all.
They're so fun. Amazing. Crackdown was launched, and it came with a Halo 2 or 3 demo. I can't remember, one of the Halo games, and it sold a lot of copies because people wanted to play the Halo experience. Right. But then they recognized that Crackdown was excellent, and it was so much fun. Crackdown 2 was pretty cool, but it wasn't a lift on what Crackdown 1 had done. It wasn't enough of a improvement. So there's a lot of hype and a lot of hope for this.
It seems this series has a very big cult following.
Yeah.
I'm starting to find that as I talk to a lot of friends and gamers out there, they're like, Crackdown. I'm like, man, I really missed out on this franchise.
It was named correctly because you feel like collecting those orbs as you're bouncing from building to building. It becomes a crack-like experience.
Oh, interesting.
And then you level up, and it's like a superhero meshed with a Grand Theft Auto kind of vibe.
Open world type thing.
An open world. It's been a little bit outshined. I don't know what the correct word is there. By Saints Row, of all places. They went off and did kind of a tangent on this kind of stuff.
Right.
So we'll see. I really like, none of this stuff looks that impressive to me, but hopefully this extra development time has made this game really sing and look really, really sweet.
What is my next one? I'm wondering if you're really excited about this game that I'm going to talk about by Bandai Namco, Ace Combat 7.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like Ace Combat. Yeah,
Are you
totally.
a big old school Ace Combat fan?
Absolutely.
You are.
I feel like they made a lot of them though, and it started to get sort of like I can't tell what one is from the other one. I remember they had some pretty heavy stories and
Electric Sphere on the PS1 is my favorite in the entire series.
Cool.
But I still am a fan, but it is the PlayStation 1 that really maybe become like a super fan.
Yep.
But this new one with the VR components in it, oh my God, I'm so stoked. That's going to be amazing. I'm either going to get motion sickness or have the time of my life.
Well, flying ships and planes and driving tanks and stuff like that is actually incredible in VR. And it's even racing games. Sometimes when you have that experience, it's really difficult to think of just traditional flat two-dimensional
You played
screen.
Battlezone, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought that was great.
That was crazy.
And I still, like Eve Valkyrie, I load that up every once in a while. And you and I have both raved about the Star Wars Battlefront X-Wing thing.
That is out of this world.
Incredible.
No
Incredible.
That is out of this world. But Ace Combat 7, I can't wait to get back into that series again.
Okay, well, I've got one that I don't even know how to describe. It's Dreams from Media Molecule. And I asked Blake to sum it up for me. Like, how would you describe this game?
It's a dream game.
And this is, of course, the company that brought us Little Big Planet and Tearaway. And I love Media Molecule. I was there last year. I visited them just because I know people there, and I had a really good visit with them. And the studio is... it's filled with a light, like they're just really awesome people that want to dream and come up with crazy ideas.
This game was announced years ago.
I know, but I think Sony has said, look, we want this to mean something.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully it sells, because when you spend that much time and money, it really can impact the health of a studio. But so hopefully it does sell. But the idea is that you can create and share and,
populate the world here. I'm looking
and build your characters, and I think it's kind of like an extrapolation on the Little Big Planet idea, and letting us go into 3D and doing other things. So hopefully what they have accomplished with this, because what we've seen with this game and Mod Nation Racers and other types of titles is that the concepts to building are just a little too complicated, and people don't. Yeah,
you want something just simple you can go in and just start building right away.
I mean, they always attract a hardcore group of people, but I don't know if they're
mainstream.
Yes.
They're going to have a 6-year-old kid building. But then again, 6-year-old kids are highly intelligent. They're way smarter than what we were.
I know.
Oh my God.
So I'm psyched for this. I am glad that it's finally coming out, and I love Media Molecule, and if somebody could pass that on to them, that'd be great for me.
Okay, I'm going to mention a couple by Square Enix. I'll just get these two done right away.
Yep.
Secret of Mana.
Okay, cool.
The remaster.
Very nice.
Looking forward to that. The remake.
Yep.
And obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, I have a trailer for that one.
Yay! You have a trailer for something I'm talking about.
We crossed streams. Hold on, it's coming. Hold on.
I came over here. I was like, hey, let's talk about our favorite games of the year. I'm like, okay, so
you can do that.
I can do
talk
that.
Games.
I just wrote out my list in about 15 minutes, and here we are.
All right.
Look at this game. This game is it's been a long time coming.
Yep.
It's kind of like Final Fantasy 15, delay after delay after delay.
Well, I don't like. What are we at 2.9 now or 2.7?
Are you joking on all the naming?
Yeah,
I know.
I have no idea.
This is the third game in the series.
Yes.
Officially, I know. Trust me, even people at Square Enix are confused by the naming.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that have released these games.
Yes.
But look at this. Beck, this is fantastic.
I've loved the Kingdom Hearts titles that I've played.
Did you finish the first one?
No, because they're massive. I've played a bunch of them and liked it a lot, and I've loved them. But they haven't.
Look at this.
They haven't captured. This is the Pixar Toy Story stuff. This is going to be great. So everybody's a toy.
Look at that. The combination there's amazing.
And I keep going back to them. That's the thing, is they re-release them all the time. So I play them for a bit, and then I get the re-released version or the remastered version.
What am I playing?
Well, then I play it again, and so I get it a little bit further. But it's not I haven't been able to go back to my PS2 originals and finish all.
Okay, I'm going to ask you.
They're massive.
Like, what did you think when Kingdom Hearts was first announced years ago on the PS2 that they would combine? Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
anime characters, you know, the Square
Yeah.
Enix characters, and Disney characters as one. Did that shock you?
There's two things. I thought this looks insane. I don't know if I'm going to like this at all. But the other thought that I had is, of course, it makes incredible because, you know, at the time, and I still believe this too. I mean, anybody that's you know watching us right now or plays video games knows that video games are the coolest and most satisfying form of entertainment that we've created. And I felt like they were just going to take over all other industries. So when I thought Disney was looking at how they were going to save themselves, they said, we need to populate awesome games like the Final Fantasy type games. Let's get our characters in games like that. So I thought it made sense from their vantage point.
But from a player point of view, you thought, this is not for me.
Yeah, and
that's a really interesting place to put it, because I kind of felt the same way at the time. I was like, I like this idea, but I don't know if I fully accept it. And then I played it and I loved it.
Yeah, they're really cool.
It worked.
When you play the original games, they're very slow, though. I mean, it was a time when you would just sort of give over your life and you would go through these very
and I
slow
did.
Yeah. But you know, hopefully everything's tuned and the navigation is slicker and easier, and the combat's going to be fun. But it looks incredible.
This is amazing.
And certainly Disney hasn't slowed down on creating lots of great new animated IP for them to use in these.
And they're not. Yeah, exactly. They're still allowing them to do this and work together. It's brilliant.
Which is cool. Yeah. I wonder if Haley Joel Osment will be a part of this game.
I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
What's your next game?
Okay, let's cut my list here. So we got to A Way Out. This is the one where the developer was famously swearing up a storm.
Oh yeah, that guy. This is like the co-op game that you play with your friends, right?
Brothers Tale of Two. What is it? Brothers. I can't remember. The Brothers game where you play two characters. Well, this one you play cooperatively. You have to play it co-op, I think, or is the AI?
You know what?
Control?
It's funny. All they've ever shown is two people working together. So there's probably got to be a one-player component.
I would imagine.
How could you? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks cool. I mean, you know, what they've famously said is that they don't have any of the budget that Naughty Dog does, but they've got something that looks an approximation to what the Uncharted games kind of look like.
Look at this. It's so unusual. We're going to play this game together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's going to be... This is going to be
We're going to
wild.
play it together, and then we're going to try to climb up a wall with our backs towards each other and see how far we go.
We do that in reality, so why don't we do it in a video game?
That's how we sneak into the movies that we get to see.
Through the back doors.
I'm just curious to see this. You know, the ranting and raving of the developer at the Game Awards. He was so passionate, and he was like promising that people will enjoy this game. I'm psyched.
Do you know what? I enjoyed his passion.
Me too. What have you got?
Oh, geez. Back to me. Bayonetta 3.
Oh yeah, I've got the teaser up for that one too, and that's on my list.
Let's bring that up. Do you have that in there? I'm looking for it too. There it is.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. Yep. Nice.
They don't show us much in this.
No, of course not.
Platinum,
are you a fan of Bayonetta?
I love the Bayonetta games.
I finished both of them. I loved it.
They're superb games.
I was saying to Kim, my wife, I'm like, can you believe it's been like so many years since Bayonetta was released?
Yeah.
I remember we were first dating and she came over and she was watching me play Bayonetta and she's like, what the hell is this game?
It's like an acid trip, man. Like the game as a franchise with the flowers and the butterflies and everything. It's just insanity, but it's gorgeous.
The gun heels going on there and the crazy character designs, the monster designs, the world designs. It is a dream type of game. I love it. I can't wait to see what they do with the third game.
We have to applaud Nintendo for working with Platinum and getting this game on that machine and doing 1 and 2 on the Switch, man.
And switching gears, I really wish Nintendo bought Atlas. I know there's nothing to do with this, but I wish they bought Atlas. They would have had a really... Could you imagine like
all the
Persona games
and
Shin Megami Tensei games for the Switch alone? And now they're coming onto the Switch anyway.
Yeah,
still.
I feel like the Switch is not going to have any shortage of ports, and it will also be there will be... Every major property is going to now be on the Switch.
It is the port system, and I'm fine about that. Bring that ship in. I'm totally cool.
Okay, so you went Bayonetta.
Yes.
I'm going to do Ghosts of Tsushima. How do you say that?
He's wearing headphones.
Ghost of Tsushima, I'm going to say.
I don't know.
Okay, this is the Sucker Punch game. This is the one that they've been working on in secret. And Tsushima, Japan. And it's a samurai game, and it's set in an ancient era, and it's gorgeous, and it's open world.
Well, wait a second here. When was this announced? I totally missed out.
This was announced at the PlayStation Experience, or whatever they call that, in December. So it's relatively recent stuff, but this game looks incredible. And this is the Infamous group, right? This is the company that brought us the Infamous games. And if you check out Second Son now on a PlayStation 4 Pro, and they've done all the 4K up-res and all, it is staggeringly beautiful. It was one of the early games for the PS4, and it looked amazing on the original PS4. But when you look at it, these guys have chops, man. That's what I'm getting to. They're going to make something exquisite.
I'm looking at it now. Do you understand? I'm getting a live reaction. I've never seen this before, and I'm kind of like stunned. It looks really, really good.
It's going to be cool.
Is there any more that they show, or is that very?
Yeah,
short?
they'll get us into a little bit of a battle, I think, in here. And some really cool character work, and these guys are fantastic, consummate storytellers as well. Of course, they made the Sly Cooper games.
Is this a 2018 release?
Again,
yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. Yes, everything is coming, right? So,
yeah.
But I love Sucker Punch. We actually worked with them. We did the making of Infamous 2, so we got to spend some real time with that studio. And they're great people. You know? They're super passionate, wonderful developers. So
I'm looking forward to how that one turns out.
Me too.
Okay, a couple of small indie titles, I'll call them.
Okay.
Bloodstained and Shenmue 3.
All right.
Hopefully this will be the year that we get these games. That would be wonderful. I've been looking forward to these for a very long time. A couple of years now it's been in development.
I mean, I totally get the hype for both of them. I played a bit of Bloodstained, and I enjoyed it. You know, I'm a Metroid fan and a Castlevania fan, and that's exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah, you're going to get the combination of both of those.
Yeah.
And, when I was down in New York, I asked Koji Igarashi all the tough questions, and he stands behind it. I think he's really going to deliver. He knows how much is on the line. I'm like, because I asked him, I said, with Keiji Inafune and his whole fiasco, do you feel any pressure?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't. He's like, but yes, I do. He said afterwards, I kind of am conscious of it.
Yes.
As well.
I did a panel with him at PAX.
That's right.
And he was very upfront, because there has been a lot of, this is a totally different topic, but Kickstarter-funded games, like we're seeing controversy around all of this stuff. So people are a little bit more, hesitant to overpromise. And what we're seeing too is that a lot of these guys a lot of these people that do the Kickstarter thing, they actually end up working with publishers as well, because the scope gets larger and larger as more people come on. And that's what's happening.
That's what's happened with Bloodstained and Shenmue 3. I still want to see a little bit more of that. There's just little teasers all the time, and then they show a teaser, and people freak out, going, "What's going on with the animation?" I'm like, "Relax, everybody. It's in development."
I don't know how you do Shenmue 3 without re-releasing 1 and 2 and getting people up to speed.
And all the Shenmue fans agree as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long, and those games were huge for the Dreamcast audience.
Yeah,
but that's a kind of a small audience in comparison to how, where they can go with it. Of course, it came out on the original Xbox as well.
That was one of their first launch titles, for that back in the day.
This is Vampire from Don't Nod Studios, which is the guys that what did they make? The Don't Nod folks? Life is Strange game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and they sort of came out with that. And actually, just a quick side note on Life is Strange. You asked me before we were rolling what albums I've got, because I got a record player for the holidays. Yeah. I was given the Life is Strange LP
I think I saw that
at an event, and that soundtrack is one of my favorite records right now. It's such a fantastic soundtrack. But Don't Nod has tremendous pedigree. I saw this game in action, and it's an action role-playing experience with deep-threaded, cool characters and stories, and but you're a vampire, and you've got to basically hunt the right people in the streets of London, and it's kind of Victorian, and lots of areas to explore, and Don't Nod did very well with Life is Strange, and more of that series is coming. But I think they got some good backing to make us a really cool vampire
My
game.
wife would love this game. She loves vampire games, and I know you love this as well.
Yeah.
You used to do Vampire the Masquerade back in the day, right?
I played that game. Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mean I played the video game?
I was actually meaning the LARPing game.
No, I never did.
I saw you downtown. I swear, late at night with your cloak on, at the witching hour.
Hey, one day maybe. Let's do it. So Vampire, that should be coming out this year. I'm psyched for that, and I love Don't Nod.
Let's have a see. I'm going through my list here. I've almost gone through everything. I'm going down, but
You got a hopeful for Metroid Prime 4.
You see how you ruined my thunder. Thank you for stealing my thunder.
Sorry.
So, yeah, but honestly, I think everybody out there is looking forward to Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's coming out this year.
No.
We've seen a title screen. Do you want to make a bet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what do you want to do? $20 bet?
$20 bet.
I say...
It's... Okay, you decide.
I'm worried about this. Like, December. I say...
You say it comes out this year?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you say it won't come out this year? I'll bet that it will.
God, I'm going to regret this.
Because I'm on the fence, too.
I'm so on the fence.
Yeah.
I could go either way.
And I totally accept either way, too.
Yeah. $20, it'll be out in December.
Okay, so if it's 2019, you owe me $20 in 2019.
Yeah, that's fine.
And hopefully the money is still worth money in 2019.
You can go buy the soundtracks right after that final.
Yeah, and we're not run by Bitcoin.
We're excited by Metro Prime 4. Let's talk about the other ones.
Oh, yes.
Pokemon, we'll call it Pokemon next.
Cool.
I can't wait. I've been waiting. I'm going to be honest. I've been waiting for the next Pokemon game forever. I'm talking about a next generation Pokemon game.
Yeah.
It's not a 3DS, 2DS game.
Yeah.
How many years has it been, man?
How much can they change the way the game plays?
No,
though?
I don't want it changed.
You just want it to look better.
I want high definition graphics. That's
Okay.
kind of what I'm trying to say here. I want a beautiful looking game. Okay, the pixelated art has been great for the last how many goddamn years?
20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
I was in film school, and it first came out,
Yep.
and that's been 20 plus.
Yeah, it's 20 plus years because
20 plus years.
I was calling them Pokemon at E3
Pokemans.
1996.
Pokemans.
So tell me about this Pokemon you got there, eh?
Pokemon, the Pokemon, Yeah, so I'm looking forward to a brand new, beautiful graphical update. That's all I want. I like the game.
That's all they need to do.
That's all they need to do.
I would like them to go a step further and shock us with new game concepts and designs that we wouldn't even consider or imagine.
Yeah.
And in the art of including new people or sort of modern gamers, because there's I think a lot of Pokemon. They always do very, very well, but I think there is this generation that has grown up with Pokemon that signs up and goes in every single time. Yeah. And certainly Pokemon Go and things like that, but also kids sort of loving the characters brings new kids in all the time too. But I feel like, once you deliver Zelda and Super Mario Odyssey, we can hope for more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're getting
we're getting the move on sign. I think that about covers me. I just want to say one last thing.
Yep.
Wonder Boy and the Cursed Kingdom that is still coming out.
Yep.
Everybody was talking about the last Wonder Boy game. Everybody's forgot about this Wonder Boy game coming out. It's actually Monster Boy, I think.
You've got great choices. I like that you have so many that are different from mine. I've got Soul Calibur 6. I've got Ori and the Will and the Wings. I loved Ori and the Blind Forest. Travis Strikes Again, the new No More Heroes from Suda 51.
Everybody's condemning me that I haven't mentioned it. I'm interested in No More Heroes. I loved it on the Wii, yeah.
Detroit Become Human, even though there's some controversy around the studio. It feels like it sounds like there's some people that are not happy with the way they've been treated by the brass over there.
Oh fuck!
And there's some.
I haven't heard this.
There's some sexual connotations and some weird stuff in there. So it's all conjecture at this point. Nobody knows for sure any of this stuff, but even with that sort of black cloud hanging over Detroit.
For the game itself, it looks fine. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I'm fired up for that.
Yeah.
And
what else you got?
Skull and Bones. I'm curious to see that, and we're going to see Monster Hunter World. I think this might be the Monster Hunter game.
I like Monster Hunter,
fired
but
up.
I'm not going crazy about it.
Well, if this one feels like all the world is stitched together and it's all connected, so it feels much more modernized and for sort of current console owners, it doesn't have that sort of loading in between sequences like you have on, which has worked for Monster Hunter before, but I'm psyched to see this.
I'm a Monster Hunter fan, but I'm not a fanatic. I'm not going crazy over this, but I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm also very psyched for new Yoshi. Because Yoshi.
Yeah, I forgot all about this one too.
Yoshi's adorable.
It looks absolutely.
Your
daughter's going to absolutely
I'm going to be playing
love
this with my kid. I'm very psyched for the new Yoshi and also the new Kirby as well. I'm a Kirby fan. So I hope you guys have been a little bit hyped by that. Because we just listed off, I don't know, 100
Short segment, we said, yeah.
And this is all that we know. This is before E3. This is before there's going to be GDC announcements. There's going to be E3 announcements. There's going to be Comic-Con announcements and PAX announcements. So 2018 is looking pretty damn impressive.
I didn't even talk about the Animal Crossing may get announced this year.
That's right.
See, all these things to get excited about.
Very, very cool.